Yeah, Micah and I. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Micah and I are discussing about how excited we are to go plow now. Like
For the first time ever in this
ever,
game, I'm excited to go plow.
ever. Let's go plow. We're ready to start. Animals are fed. Equipment is in order, and I think we're ready to get out there and do some plowing. So I'm just gonna put this truck away, Micah. If you want to start getting the tractors ready.
Let's see. I'll take the deer.
He's taking the deer. All right, I'll take the bud because that's what it's for, pretty much. The big bud has two purposes: plowing and cultivating. Look at that thing go. All right, and I'm coming out with the heavy guns.
Now, what I'll do is I'll help you get this thing set up.
Like the edges?
No, this piece here.
Yeah, thank you, because it's a lot easier than with this stupid flippy thingy. And let's see, do you remember what is the GPS mod? Oh no, I can't use the GPS mod. You gotta have a keypad.
Oh, do you?
Go figure. Yep. Oh well, next time. I got this expensive fancy keyboard and it doesn't have a keypad on it. It's like...
Now, I watched some farmers do this plowing part.
Yeah.
What I watched is they don't go to the edge. They just pull in, put the plow down to the rear end touches the end of the field, and then they just go back and forth. And then at the end, they go around the edge that was left.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Like they don't go to the edges, though?
Yeah, like you know how an expert, you're always leaving those ruts?
Yeah.
Like they don't leave the plow out that far. They put it in the field, and what they do is at the end of the game, when the field's done, they just go...
Oh, right. They don't plow on the outside of the field. Right, right. Yeah. I know, we cheat, sort of. I'm just going to go, let's see. I'll probably go along the outside, though. If you want to edge the field off, that'd be great.
Okay.
Like start running up and down this edge because it's kind of tight over here. There's a bit of a headland, but it's, it ain't perfect.
You mean this side's tight?
Yeah, like for me to make my U-turns.
Okay.
Let's see.
Now the only thing I'm not sure on is which way I leave the plow.
Usually, come on, what's this thing doing? The back you want to be to the. Let's see. How do I explain this? I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. This way. How's that?
Okay.
You want it to go the longer way to whatever is. How do I say this? You want the cut.
Yes, Arthur. How do you say this?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put this. Basically, you want the. I always look almost because it can go to the left or to the right, but.
Now with your plow, I think you have to straighten it.
Yeah, it'll straighten out when I start driving it.
Because it is cocked still.
Yeah, it's gonna miss a little bit of the corner, maybe.
No. How it's kinked in the middle, I think you straighten it to get it to the full length.
Oh, like
There should be an option to straighten it out.
No, this one doesn't do that. I don't think. That you're thinking of the bigger one, the limit to fields, activate cruise control. Wait a minute, how did that get changed? Lift plow. Yeah, no, there's nothing on there. Oops.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This one I don't think does that, but I know what you're talking about. Like the Selford, you have to expand it.
Yeah.
And the giant one that comes with the big bud kit. I'm not doing very well here. Anyway, you always want the longer part of the plow to be towards the side that you're going to be coming down next.
Okay.
So, like when you look at the plow, especially with that green one, it's going to shoot off to the right or left. You want that longer portion to be where you're going to be driving next. That's the best way I think I can describe it. There might be other better ways to describe it. But that's the best that I can
I'm
come
sure
up
somebody will let us know.
Right. But that is the correct way to do it. You want it to be where you're going to go next. And in the real plows, like they leave that second rut, so that's where that deeper rut goes to that farther side outside. Yeah, it's tight on this side too. Yikes. Like you'll have to finish the field off because I have to turn before I can get to the end of it. This underdoes it. Crap. There's that. That really screwed it up. Okay, good. Go straight. No, what are you doing? Oh. Okay, there we go. Four is our biggest field, right?
Right now I think so.
We'll have this done in no time, like 3 hours. But this will be like real farming, so. So I think we got off to it with a bang there. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Whoa.
Did you crash?
No, I just have bad brakes.
Bad brakes.
Let me know if this is not enough or if it's good.
No,
for making your turns.
No, that's perfect.
Okay. Then I'll hit the other side when I'm done here.
Cool. Let me see. I'll tell you in a second. Hang on. I'll know for sure. Nope, that's enough. That's perfect. Maybe one more pass.
Okay.
For good measure. That should be it. There we go. I have to make like pretzel turns to get lined up right. Stay on target. Come on. Don't get too far over. There we go. You'd think it'd be easier, but
too low.
I know you're
No, I got this. Next thing you know, kaboom.
You're too low. Was that Airplane the movie?
No, that was in
or Star Wars the original
Wars.
too, right?
Porkins.
You're too low. But they said that too. It's at the he's over Macho Grande or Nacho Grande?
Oh my gosh, I love that. William Shatner did such a great job.
He's like, you're too low. He keeps having those flashbacks. Those movies are so stupid now. When I go back and watch them, I'm like, I can't believe I thought this was like so funny. Teenage humor, you know.
Am I missing? I gotta look at the map. Let's see if I'm missing here.
I might be too. That's all right. It's all right if there's little spots.
No, it's not.
As long as the vast majority is covered.
Gotta be perfectionist.
You said, no, it's not. It's not okay.
Okay. Alright, coming down there.
Alright. Well, come on down. Yeah, do off this longer section first and then go back to the other part. So I'm having some difficulties down here. Let's go do that. funny. We're getting a lot of lag pings on TeamSpeak tonight. Must be some kind of bad weather or solar activity on the other side of the planet.
How do you know that?
Usually solar is what causes those kind of weird interference things. Definitely for GPS, but I don't know about...
I just thought it was North Korea.
It could be nuclear testing. Oh my gosh.
Or Alec Baldwin, one of the two.
Alec Baldwin. Oh my. Causing interference. Yeah, I don't know if you could get that bigger bud. I don't know if he would even really fit on this map too well.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Like once you get on the fields, yeah, like you can start, you know. Those bigger fields like 6, 7, and 8 could definitely use a bigger bud tractor. But like this field, this is pretty much a good size for this field. I mean, sure, it'd be nice to be able to do it in one pass, but...
Yeah, really.
Okay, now I should have enough.
I need to be over a bit more.
Oh, still got
There we go.
Whacked. Crap. Come on, turn, buddy. Big buddy. Come on, big fella. Oh, I'm scraping the wheel. Mark is having a blast in Germany.
He's in Germany?
Yeah, he's Air Force. So they've got the guys that have been stationed over there are on a 2-week break back home, and he's deployed. That's what the that's what they do with reservists.
He's in Germany, huh?
He's having a blast. They were all, you know, they got there, they left Friday, and got there Saturday morning, and got debriefed and stuff. And then now they were off all day today. So he and his buddies rented a minivan and went all over, like, to see all the different castles.
Oh, wow.
So there's like he said, there's like 40 castles in the area that he's at. So they went into some ruins, and they got to go to like some castles that were still together. And then they went to a Renaissance fair. They rode a boat up the Rhine. He's like, they're doing it all. He loves it. He's like, man, I could live here. I love it.
Wow.
He's like, it's beautiful, it's clean, it's, you know, like really, the people are really nice. This is how we say goodbye in Austria. And this is how we say goodbye in Germany. You missed a spot over here.
Yeah, I'm going to get it.
Sweet.
I just want to get these lanes cleaned up a bit.
Clean up these lanes. Look out, this is going really fast, though. I mean, we've already got about a quarter of the big section done. I kind of missed this row up, though, but... Yeah, but he said that it was really cool. He said when you were on the airplane, like they flew overnight, you know, and they're flying on the C-17 transport plane, and so they got picked up, and they have little seats all on the side of the aircraft. You know, you sit on the outside, but then the cargo floor was empty. They weren't carrying anything aside from just them, so they were able to get out of their seats and sleep on the floor, which sounds horrible, but
oh my gosh,
at least, yeah. Well, he was like, at least it was better than sleeping on the seats, you know, like, because you could stretch out, you know, but he's like, it wasn't super comfortable, but they all used their packs as pillows, and they, you know, made the best they could. But he said he woke up in the middle of the night, and they were over the Atlantic Ocean, and he said you could see ships all over the place. Like, everywhere you looked, there were ships.
Wow.
He said it was really cool. Like, they must follow, like, a shipping lane when they fly out or something. But it was fun. He was sad that he had to go because his girlfriend's leaving for college while he's gone.
Oh.
And his best friend Tyler, who's in the in the infantry, and he's stationed in Italy, and he's home for 2 weeks. He's been over there for 6 months, and he has to go back. And so Tyler's in town for 2 weeks, but he had to leave right in the middle of Tyler's visit too. So he was pretty sad that he had to go. And I was like, you know what, Mark, it does stink that all that stuff happened, but just go and enjoy yourself. Like don't let that ruin your time there. And definitely he's not. He's having a great time, so it's good. I was glad to hear from him today when he called. And he sent a bunch of texts. Like 70 pictures. I'm like, well, there goes my data plan.
I mean, gosh, you get a free ride to
Yep.
Germany.
Yep. How many times in your life? Now, during the week, he'll have to work, so he won't really have a whole ton of time to do sightseeing. But
Do you need another pass?
nope, that should be good. Roger that. We are clear saying if you want to do one more pass at the top, that would actually probably help more.
Where's the top?
The top half of the field where we were before.
Okay.
Because this here, I can actually make a full turn without. Well, maybe not. I just get kinked up.
I'll do another pass on each end.
All right. Yeah, this end will take like 2 minutes because it's 4 inches wide now. Now, if I could just drive straight, that would be the big.
Use your GPS mod.
I can't. I'm gonna have to get a number pad or a different keyboard. I'll put this one over on the other computer. I love the keyboard. It's a Logitech gaming keyboard, and it's real, like it's got the big floppy keys, which I like.
Oh yeah.
But it's missing a number pad. I suppose I could macro it to my Logitech G13. I don't even know how I would do that. I'd have to. No, it lets you do that. Now I'm thinking about it. It would map it for me. Somehow I missed. You maybe. Let's see. Hang on. No, I got it all. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna go around. All right. So how was your day in Toledo? Probably same as here, nice and sunny.
Oh yeah, nice and sunny.
Did you get to get out at all, or
the lawn?
Your dad what?
Mulch.
Oh yeah.
Mom and Dad mostly did the mulch today.
Did you hang out with them?
A little bit outside, but when they start fighting, I just get out of there.
They're fighting about the lawn work, yard work.
Yeah.
Marriage.
Yeah, my mom wants help, and then when my dad tries to help, he doesn't do it right, and
I know. I was there.
he's like, I'm not gonna stay in here and watch you do it. I'll go do something else. Then she gets mad, and so. It's all love. All that hate turns into love, I guess.
That's right.
when we're out in restaurants and stuff, they'll start arguing, and I'll just turn to them. I'm like, people are watching. I'll just look, and I'll just go, "Will you guys stop loving each other so much? My gosh."
What do they say? Do they usually laugh or no?
No, they just look at me. The other people snicker a little bit.
It is. Older couples are funny because they do, you just run out of patience with each other. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Nobody can be patient all the time with everybody. You try your best, but there are moments, like even with my kids, I'm just like, guys, I snap. Oh boy. Sometimes I blow my top.
Today's episode is brought to you by Birth Control.
That's right. Keep it to 2, folks. Keep it to 2. No,
Yeah, keep it to 2.
as long as you're good to your kids, have a bunch. But just be aware that they take a lot. It was funny. Somebody from church today was at. She used to be one of our neighbors. They moved up to a different neighborhood though, but they're still in the area. And she's like, "So where's your wife?" And I'm like, "Oh, well." And I told
She's
her
at Saint Mattress.
Yes, I told her the story, and she was kind of like, oh, "That's lovely." So she said basically, so she had 6 kids, and then realized it was too much and left. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, kind of. She's like,
I
wow.
don't know. Your kids are so sweet, though.
I know. Well, no, and she still, like I said, she takes the kids occasionally, but it's just.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's funny because her life is still hard, and it's just like, well, life is hard sometimes. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
You gotta roll with it. If you can't roll with it, Wait, I did that all wrong. I folded this instead of putting it. All right, come on, you have to unfold it, and it flips the wrong way, and then you gotta fold it up. That's what I'm doing. I know people are probably watching, going, "What is he doing?" Pressing the wrong buttons is basically what I'm doing.
I can see why you like this plow, this green one.
Yeah, it's fast and easy.
Yeah.
It really does a good job. It's simple to operate. This is kind of a pain with all these contraptions hooked up to my tractor. They get bound pretty easily. You're almost better off like making big turns around the ends of the field and shooting up and down the edges, which is why the Selford works out fine, because that one works like that. So this one's a lot harder to do these U-turns. Now, if you have the really big plow, it's worth it, but this tractor can't pull that. Big plow's got like a 70 or 80 horsepower, or maybe it's only 50 more. So I guess it could pull it, but it would have a hard time on hills. This seems to be the right size plow for this tractor.
Now, what about the what is it, the jambalaya ones, or the jumpies?
What are those?
The triangle plows that you don't like.
Oh, Jimpa.
Yeah, the Jimpa.
I don't know. I mean, they're good. I just don't like them personally. I find them hard to get lined up. I guess they're kind of like a subsoiler, though. You know what I mean? Like, they kind of work in the same way. It plows and cultivates. You like how the ones that plow and cultivate in one pass?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same functionality, but it digs deeper. The Yimpus. I just find I have to like super overlap with them because I always miss. How's that 6R treating you? Is it running pretty good?
Yeah.
Seems like it's got plenty of power for that. It should.
Yeah.
Especially for that plow. It should actually maybe be able to pull this plow. I think this had a 300 horsepower requirement. Maybe. This might have been a 250 though. Like, I think all of our tractors can pull this plow. That looks like that's the right size plow for that tractor though, just from a visual standpoint. Like, it's a pretty big, long plow. Oh, Mater passed out.
Good night, Mater.
Poor Mater, he's so cute. He's kind of been a Dickens the last couple days, though, man. He's been getting into all kinds of trouble.
Oh, yeah?
He spit on Soupy.
Pushing his limits?
Yeah, that was a limit for sure. I was like, yeah, we do not spit on each other. That's not cool.
Yep.
And then he did you were there for the screaming incessive thing. That doesn't go over well either. It's hard being 5.
Yeah.
Big family, youngest kid. I was playing.
Ryan's probably really like, try being the teenager.
Yeah, poor Ryan. I'm mad at Ryan though. He quit his job. He got a new job and then he quit it. I'm like, Ryan, that's like 2 jobs in 2 months.
Well, what job was it?
He got a job at Get-Go at the gas station. But he didn't like the clientele. He's like, the people are all mean that come in. They're always crabby and like yelling at him.
Yeah.
And then he said like, he's told them when he hired, and I agree with this. He told them specifically like, look, I don't want night shift. I'm not a morning person. Please do not, or I don't want day shift. Please do not. I want night shift. I will not do the day shift. And so they put him on day shift all week. Like he hasn't even worked a night shift yet since he started the job.
Well, I guess they didn't want him to work.
Yeah, and he's like, so he quit. He called this morning and said, I'm not coming in, and I told you guys specifically I didn't want to do night shift, and I'm done. I'm not doing it. I don't need this job that bad.
So what happened to the other guy?
It just, that's a long story. But he how do I put this? He's a super nice guy. Like I'm gonna probably have lunch with him either tomorrow or Tuesday. But he just, I kept telling him like, because he would, Ryan would call him and be like, hey, are we working tomorrow? And he'd never respond.
Yeah.
Or he'd respond with maybe. So then, the next day would come and Ryan would make plans because it's like, he didn't hear from him, nothing ever came up. And then the guy would call and be like, well, I need you today. And Ryan's like, well, that was, like in the afternoon or whatever. And he'd be like, well, now I'm doing stuff. You didn't call back and tell me you. And so I just told him, I said, you either need to tell him, you need to make a schedule for him. Like, these are the days that you work, and you're working these days no matter what. Like, you can't be wishy-washy about your employees and telling them they'll drive them crazy. You need to direct them, whoever it is, whether it's Ryan or anybody else. You need to tell them when they're working, You're the boss.
Yeah.
If it's like a work study thing where it's like, well, you have this huge project, it's going to take you a week to get done, you could pick whatever hours you want to work. Sure, that's one thing, but you can't, every day be wishy-washy on direction. So I think Ryan just kind of got frustrated with that. And, it's frustrating for both people because nobody knows what's going on. So anyway, that one I felt like also wasn't Ryan's fault. He just has not found the right job yet. And I told him, hey, I'm like, Ryan, if you can do work for me, maybe we'll do that. Like, I need somebody to help sell properties, and I need somebody to help me with edits. I said, if you can get me 3 properties a day, I'm making enough money where I can pay you to do the edits. So, like, you spend a week, doing sales, and then, you'll get profit from that, like $25 a client. And then if you do the edits, I could probably pay you another $25. It just depends on the jobs, but if I get a $300 or $350 shoot, and then he could do the edits, like if I do 3 of those in a day, that's great, and I can pay him to do the edits. So I come home, I've worked all day, he takes over the editing. Like today, I had to shoot. It's like a lot of times I'll go out and do 2 or 3 shoots, and then I got to work till 11 o'clock at night because I have to do all the editing for him. But he could take over that portion of it. I'd do the shoot, and then he'd do the editing. And I'll pay him to do it. And he could make just as much money working for me as he would from a Giant Eagle, for sure. And he doesn't have to leave home. He can do it here from home. And do it whenever he wants, time-wise. As long as it gets done within, the same day, it's fine. So if he wants to work at 11 o'clock at night, he can do that. And he's a night owl, so he likes that. So we'll have to see. I'm still trying to figure all that out. But it'd be nice if I could get the editing off of my chest when I'm busy. Now, when I'm not busy, I like to edit. I like doing the home editing. I watch TV or whatever while I'm editing, and I enjoy myself. It's fun. But, if I'm busy, then I prefer not to do the editing because I have other things I need to do. Or I can record. That means I can work on YouTube or be streaming or whatever instead of, editing. So
When I did sound, the editing was just like, monotonous after a while.
Well, especially audio. Audio editing is really a pain. But photo editing is fun. Except for weddings when you have 4,000 photos. Then that becomes, even if you like the photos, it becomes tedious. It's like, oh my gosh, this is a little too much. Just a hair. So I think what we'll do, just because of time-wise, I think we'll finish up the episodes at half an hour. We'll run a little bit long. We'll finish plowing this field, and then we'll call it a night. Since we're almost done with this one. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready for bed. I've had enough. Hey, any news on your van? Have you figured anything else out?
I'm still waiting for the engineer to call back. I still don't know. I still don't know what vehicle to choose.
Toyota.
Because my neighbor across the street, he's had his Dodge Caravan. He loves it, and it's got 150,000 on it. And he's like, I've never had to do anything to it.
Yeah, they do have. They're pretty well rated.
You know, and I think the thing is from what I've been reading on it, the Pacifica, is that Chrysler or Fiat really tried to go all out on this vehicle. You know, like they're trying to get back to being number one. So, you know, what I gotta wonder though is, like, the timing. Is it a chain or is it a belt, a rubber belt?
Yeah, it's interference, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, rubber is not gonna last as long as timing.
Right.
You know, it's like, you know, like the Toyotas, it's a chain.
Right. Well, the other thing you got to make sure, and this is a big one, is it an interference system? Because if it's a rubber belt with an interference system, I'd stay away from it, because that's where you get, like, if the belt breaks, it'll completely destroy the engine. So
it destroys it?
Yeah. So look for interference. If it's interference, you don't want it. I don't know exactly what that means, aside from it must mean that the parts obviously grind together, and so if it's not timed properly, it'll rip it apart.
Oh,
but if it's an interference setup, then that's what people tell you to stay away from.
I'm sure if I ask the dealer, guys, like, well, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you might have to look specs up online. I think I'm gonna go with a Toyota Highlander.
That's the same engine that would be in the minivan.
It can be. I probably will get the 4-cylinder.
What?
For economy purposes, because it gets better, like a lot better mileage.
No.
You said no. No force.
You gotta squawk the tires once in a while, man.
I know. I think that adds a lot of money to the price, though, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I know the Kia Sedona would be the other option, but Toyota's just got such a much better. Like, if you look at the ratings on, you know, obviously on Toyota vehicles in general, they're number one in reliability. So it's like, I don't know how I can. Like, the price is almost the same. Like, I was looking at the Sedona and the Highlander. It's like similarly equipped. Similarly.
Yeah.
And the price is the same. So it's like the Kia's not, you're not saving any money with Kia. So if I'm going to go on that, then I might as well go by reliability, and the Toyota just wins every time on that. So
I'm sitting here driving down, doing this section, listening to you talking, and I'm trying to turn left to move the tractor just a little bit, and it won't work. And I'm sitting here thinking, what is going on? And here I hired a worker and didn't know it.
Oh.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
I have those moments. I hire workers all the time by mistake. I don't do it with my this setup that I'm using now, but with my joystick, because you like the clicky, like you hold down the shift buttons, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll press the wrong shift button or whatever, and I end up doing exactly that. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still a toss-up between those two, but the Toyota costs more from initially, but it comes with the standard 7-passenger seating. Whereas with the Sedona, it's an upgrade option, and it's like a $3,000 upgrade because you have to buy all these additional packages with it.
Well, in the next model, the next Toyota is actually coming with a lot more safety features standard.
Like the 2018 models, you mean?
Yeah, 2018 models will be coming with more of the like driver awareness stuff as standard equipment.
Oh, okay. I really
now
like
it's-
my car has all my Toyota the Corolla has all that stuff in it. It's got the driver assist and the braking assist and all that stuff. I turn it all off because I can't stand it, but it's there for those of you who don't know how to drive. I just turn it off. I'm like, click. But it has the brake. And I like the brake assist. It's kind of cool. Like it flashes a red light if you're coming up on somebody too fast. And it's got like automatic brights and all that stuff. Like it turns the bright lights on and off if you turn them on. Like if you have somebody coming on. If you forget to flip the switch, it'll turn it off for you.
So that'd be nice for me.
Yep.
Because if I'm going around a corner, sometimes I can't let go of the wheel or the gas to
Do
To,
the flip the
lights,
switch.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, they're I think with the Kia you have to add that on yourself. Like it's a package you have to buy. Which, once again, I've been driving for 25 years and I've never had an on the road accident. I don't know that the assist would stop me if I'm driving that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably really bad.
I don't know. There's some bad drivers out there.
Yeah, well, that's true. But those assists aren't going to help you with another bad driver. They'll only help you with bad driving. The lane assist feels weird. It's like, what are you doing? Like I need to get over, and it's like beep 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 beep. I'm like, no, get over. As long as you turn the wheel, it'll automatically like go the right way. So you don't really have to like fight it. It's never like wrong about that stuff, but it's a little weird to get used to. I really like the interior of the new Sienna. It's funny because it looks almost the same on the outside as the one that I had, but inside it's totally different.
So the Sienna's not even an option for me
Now, why is that?
because the government.
Oh, so what are your choices?
Dodge Caravan. Well, basically it's Honda, Odyssey, Toyota, Sienna, the Town and Country, or the Caravan.
Okay.
So 3 choices.
Oh, but the Sienna is a choice, or no.
No, it's not.
Oh, I thought you just said it was.
No. Oh, the Toyota Sienna, yeah. I thought you were talking about the Kia.
Oh, the Sedona. Yeah, no.
No, Sedona.
Yeah, Sedona, Sienna. It's like the same.
Yeah. I heard too many things about the Honda being noisy when you're riding in it.
Huh.
Like the inside plastics are really cheap and stuff. So, and it was the smallest inside of the 3. So I was like, okay, I just got rid of that one right away.
So you can get the Sienna, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd go for the Sienna. I love the Sienna. It's such a great van. I do miss mine occasionally, or a lot.
I know. I just have a hard time giving money to foreign cars.
But they're built in
Foreign.
Kentucky. So
Are they?
Yeah, I was talking to somebody that said that the after doing like research or whatever, and I could be totally wrong about this, but somebody somewhere recently told me that Toyota is actually the most American car of all the ones that are sold right now in America. It's almost like 100% completely assembled here, and a lot of the parts and stuff come from American sources. So it's actually more American than some of the Chevys and Fords and stuff. So I don't know. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I feel bad.
I think the manufacturing ship has sailed in this country, to be honest. I don't know if there's anything that we can really do to change it. I mean, all of the American companies pretty much have their cars manufactured in other countries. So there's some plants here, but a lot of the manufacturing's done in Mexico and Canada. So Ford and Chevy still have plants in Cleveland for sure. But you got the Ford, you got the Lorraine plant, and you have the plant by the airport. Even though that's been way downsized, it's still there. I know Chevy has a plant in the Cleveland area where they build motors. I think for the Cavalier, well, whatever that is now. Is the Cobalt, or is that gone, or is that gone too? Do they have like a new? I'm not up on the latest Chevy models. I know the Malibu and stuff, but I'm not familiar with like their newer stuff. But yeah, Chevy and Ford are in the Cleveland area for sure. There's a big Chevy plant out in Lordstown. But then we also have like a couple Honda plants in Ohio too. Now that was weird. That left a big blop on the ground behind you.
What?
It went right through the middle of your plow, like it didn't cultivate. Maybe it's just server error.
Oh, I don't know.
Like you went over it. It wasn't like you missed it. It didn't cultivate for some reason. I'll hit it. Can you get that last little patch on your way back down that I just left?
Yeah.
I'll get that little spot that it left. That wasn't so bad. So it took about 40 minutes to get this field plowed, maybe like 35 minutes. And this is the biggest one, so that's not bad. This equipment does help a lot, having these big tractors.
Oh gosh, yeah. I did this with this plow I'm using on my own. I did all 3 fields. I was done for the day. Yeah, I was tired.
17 hours later.
It's the way it felt.
Nice. Does it cover it? Are you wide enough?
We'll find out.
Oh yeah, no, it's good. It's got it. Very nice. Uh-oh, there's some stubble. I'll clean it. I got it.
I'm not wide enough.
I got it. Yeah, probably that one spot right at the end where, like, I want to make my turn off. There, I got it. I killed it. I haven't been rock climbing much this week.
Me either. Those last couple weeks, I haven't got any of my trucks out.
Every day I do a little bit. Like I do, I play on the log pile that I made. But actually, we'll go by. I'm gonna leave the tractor up by 3. This tractor's so freaking huge.
And it's not even the big bud.
It's a big bud of sorts. It's a mid bud.
Now let's check the map. Make sure it's no red spots. Ooh, there's a corner left.
Oh no!
I gotta get that.
Get it! Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an exciting episode of whatever map this is, Snetterville?
Snooter?
Snitterville? Snetterton. And we've been having fun here with this new map and definitely, working on, all the different things that they've given us to do. So it's been an adventure and a journey at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Don't forget the Facebook page, which is Arthur Chapman's Gaming Group. We're up to almost 700 members on there. You can also watch me a couple times a week on Twitch TV. That's going to be twitch.tv/VBLU Guitar. And last but not least, if you really like the video and you want to support my channel, donations can be made in the link in the description. I am going for a new video card right now. I'm saving up for that. I'm about a quarter of the way there. Once again, these episodes are all filmed in one night, so that could have changed drastically by now. But I'll let you know in upcoming episodes how we're doing on our donation drive for a new video card. And eventually I might do a new processor too, just to keep things up to date, because my computer's about 1.5 years old now. So as you know, with YouTube, you're constantly having to upgrade stuff, especially for the streaming. But anyway, have a great night, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Micah, you want to say goodnight?
I do. Good night, guys.
All right. Yeah, we'll see you guys. Donations can be made in the description. I always forget to say that. So See you next time.
Big mud.
Big mud.
Look at all the mud. Big mud.
Big mud bud.